All right, I'm here with Japhet Medor, who recently committed to Fordham. I appreciate the time. I want to get right to it. Why is Fordham the best place for you to kind of continue on your basketball career?
Well, Fordham is a special spot because of course last year they were recruiting me as well, and just coming into being able to go to another school and for them to still be on you and still wanting you to come to the school and seeing the brighter picture in you and wanting you to be a better you, a better version of yourself, and just wanting you to be successful. It just shows like if they didn't have to go recruit me again this year. They had a great season. They had a very successful season. So showing so much love for me to come back for another season after I went to another school, it just showed that that was the right spot for me. Coach Ergo, he's a great guy, and I know he's going to push me and he's going to get everything out of me. So that's the reason why I picked to go to Fordham.
Definitely. And, how much, I'm sure obviously you followed them, especially because they recruited you before. I mean, I don't know who, even if you didn't follow them closely, you knew what was going on, with what they built this past season, especially just Rose Hill, I know they call it Rose Thrill now, but just that
Yeah.
environment, how much does that play a role in terms of what, Ergo has built there and how much you want to be a part of that? But how much does that, even that home court advantage, go into your decision and your excitement?
This might be possibly my last season. So going into somewhere where their fans show so much love and support and being able to go and have a home court advantage is a big difference. Like having a home court is just like the fan base. It's not about us being at home, us playing in the same gym for this amount of time. No, it's about the community, the fans coming out and showing support and showing the love that they see and just making us be one with them. And just making us excited to play and come out there and play for them. So having the home court advantage because of them is it's amazing. Anybody could ask for it. Anybody will tell you.
Yeah, and no, I agree. And like I said, it was great for the A10, but great for Fordham. I think you're joining something that is obviously special that Ergo is building. For you
Yep, yep.
personally, I know you average close to 14 points a game. I was looking though, you had I think 8 or 9 games though with 20 plus points. You had a 30-point game as well. You're a scorer. You're a scorer. Even before UTSA. How would you describe though your game? To someone who may not be as familiar with it.
Someone that's not very familiar with it. I mean, if you need me to get a bucket, I could go get a bucket. But I just love it. Like I love team ball. As a team, at the end of the day, you're only as successful as your teammates. So your teammates, the person that's in front of you, iron sharpens iron. Him, everybody else being together and helping you out like that, it translates a lot in the game. So therefore, like with that, I say like I'll say like not a lot of people love Russell Westbrook, but that's one of my favorite players. So I compare. I say I love to be like a little Russell Westbrook, like could score, could rebound, could assist, get steals, run up and down the floor, get get everything going. So
Yeah, no, I love
something like that.
that. I'm a big Russ guy. I know he's been given a hard time. I feel like the last couple of years, but
Yeah.
that dude is a Hall of Famer. But I love Westbrook. You know, for you, I like to ask this question because obviously, as there's fans who don't understand. I feel like the portal always, and what that means.
Yep, yep.
What is that experience for you? What were you looking for? Not specifically, you've obviously already explained why you picked Fordham, but just kind of that process. What was that process like for you in terms of just kind of getting all these calls and how trim that list down?
So for me, like I kind of say I took the pretty much I came from JUCO and from there I was getting offers and phone calls and stuff like that. But going into the transfer portal is a whole nother situation. You're just somewhere, and now that you enter the transfer portal, that's not nothing's guaranteed after that. Once you're in the transfer portal, you're pretty much just gambling on yourself, saying I'm gonna bet on myself here, and I feel like I could go play here, I could go play there. But it's not about what you think or what you could do. It's about who's gonna put that faith that you see in yourself in you, and that's going to give you the opportunity for the coaches to call you. For me, in the process, I had a great process, but some people doesn't don't have the same process, don't have the same luck. Of course, not everybody's going to get the same amount of level, but at the end of the day, whatever opportunity you get, you just got to take it and you got to go ahead and do the most and fulfill your dreams. This is a lot of kids' dreams playing D1 basketball, but nobody even thought about getting in the portal when you was younger and none of that. So being in the portal, I'll just say it's not as sweet. It's like you got to answer phone calls. You got to start the recruiting process all over again. You got to try to find somewhere that you're going to fit in. You're going to feel comfortable. You're somewhere that wants you, not need you. Like it's just a lot. It's a whole another process. But
Yeah.
for me, I had a good successful transfer portal experience. So
Yeah.
can't complain.
No, that's great. And great insight too. Like I said, I like to ask players now because it is interesting. Like even those phone calls, does the level of, who's calling, I assume it's not always head coaches, may not always be assistant coaches,
Yep, yep,
right? And is it kind of
yep.
just feeling out here, we're interested and then it's kind of on you to call back?
So pretty much it's like depends on who calls. Sometimes you get a head coach that calls, and if the head coach calls you, it shows you how much they want you. You feel me? Like it shows it's a whole another step rather than an assistant call. If assistant calls, yeah, they want you, but like it's still there's another chain of command that they got to go through. And the second you hear the head coach on the phone, it's just like yo, like it's either they want you or they don't want you. And if he's sitting taking time out there on the phone with you, is most likely 90% of the time that they want you. You just gotta they just judge to see the character that you are. That's when they get on the phone call with you, it's most likely that they want you there. But at the end of the day, it's a business. They got to know who they're recruiting. They got to know who's going to be putting on the jersey, who's going to be representing their university, who's going to be representing their family. So at the end of the day, like they call you and try to figure out the person that you really are. Like they know more than you think they know. So like you might not think they know something. Oh, they already know it. Like from 4 or 5 years ago, they knew you when you were playing in the little leagues. Like they do a lot of research before they make that phone call. They make sure everything is the right fit.
Yeah. No, I appreciate that insight, for sure. And good for you. You're done with that process. And like I said,
Yeah, yeah,
I appreciate the time. I'm looking forward to, watching you play, like I said, being part of something special at Fordham, playing in the
yeah,
Atlantic.
yeah.
But we'll definitely
I'm
be in.
excited to become. I'm excited to be a part of that culture. Well, Coach Ergo is building over there. Coach Neptune was over there as well, and it's all glory to them because they gave me the opportunity to come back and Coach Ergo gave me the opportunity to come back and play for his culture. So I'm excited to see what the future consists.
Definitely. Well, listen, man, thank you. I appreciate it. And, best of luck this off season.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.